don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though
we are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On first down, it's Watson. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Watson. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Watson. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cowboys. T. Higgins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Partner, are they going to cover him? Well, that's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to a man who had some good years in a Cowboy uniform, Amari Cooper. He's on his way. Amari Cooper. And it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Cooper, 83 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Watson. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. long night.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
In motion right goes Smith-Schuster. Now it's Watson. And this is incomplete. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To the air yet again, Watson. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and he's got him in, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Rashee Rice, 76 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game. And now off to the races, down the right side, down to the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Watson, off play action. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he will have a Cowboys 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I would guess it combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. Through, and he's got space. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Shedding the tackle. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flushed out right. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
3rd and 3. Open man is Higgins.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returnable for Lockett. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. After the interception, here's Watson. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. On 1st down, Watson. Touchdown! Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing. And Pierce has it knocked loose.
It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And they came out of the line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 4. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Hey, 59! Hey, 24! Hey, no timeout.
Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line. And now a timeout called by It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank, and he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start the drive with Cook. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Cook again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Up the middle, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Watson. 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Dosich. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Watson now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last pick-6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
First down, Green Bay.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Ready up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Let's go.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Green. Cluster. 6. Mega. Go. Set.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out. No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
22. Sam Sloman set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw on second is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back. It's caught inside the 25. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and 2, Watson. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Green Jack.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay, ready?
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.